Finally, we're going to talk about exterior angles. So let's take a look at this blue triangle and this red line. An exterior angle is what happens when you extend one of the sides of your triangle, like that. You make an exterior angle, an angle over here. Now this drawing only has one exterior angle drawn, but really each triangle has three. If you extend each side of a triangle, you end up getting three different exterior angles. So let's talk about what makes these exterior angles special. So if I look at this blue triangle, I see two angle measurements. Now since I have two angle measurements in a triangle, that means I can find out my third one. So let's see how much I have so far. I have 60 and 58. Together, 60 and 58 is going to equal 118. So 118 degrees. That's how much I have so far. Together, these are 118 degrees. So how much more do I need to get to 180? That means that I need, how much more do I need to get to 180? That means that I need 62 more degrees. So that means that y is 62 degrees. So let's fill that in, 62 degrees. And I always like to double check. 60 plus 60 is 120. Another 2 would be 122. Plus 58 is going to be 180. So what does that make x? How can we figure out what x is? Well, using the stuff that we know from the last chapter, what's the relationship between ACB, which is this angle, ACB, and ACD, this angle? What's my relationship? Well, those are going to be supplementary, right? Because they're a linear pair. They make up a straight line. They're going to be supplementary. In other words, they're going to add up to 180. So to figure out x, we know that they're going to be supplementary. You could also call them a linear pair. All of that to tell us that they add up to 180. Okay, so what does that mean the value of x is? That means that 180 minus 58 is going to be 122. So x equals 122. Now let's compare that to the other angles in the triangle. So you just told me that 58 is supplementary to this angle, right? What else is 58 supplementary to? What else could we add to 58? What else could we add to this angle to get 180? Well, you know all the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So if you add 58 to these two, those also will add up to 180. So what does that mean about these two spots in orange? 58 plus this orange spot here will add up to 180. And 58 plus these two angles in the orange here will also add up to 180. So this kind of means that if x is 122, shouldn't these two add up to 122 as well? Look, 60 plus 62 is 122. So that's how we can use some of our angles in our triangles to figure out what our exterior angle is of that opposite angle. So let's take a look at this example. I have angle 1 here, and I have these angles over here. Now, if I color this in orange, this angle right here, angle ABC, you could tell me that angle ABC plus these two angles is going to equal 180. You could also tell me that angle ABC in orange plus angle 1 would be 180 as well. So wouldn't the measure of angle 1 be the same as the sum of the two angles in the triangle? Of the sum of the other two angles in the triangle? Yeah. So the measure of angle 1 is going to be 58 plus 72. That means that the measure of angle 1 is 130. All right, let's try it again. See how this angle, this exterior angle, is extended? And we know now that the exterior angle is the sum of the two opposite angles in the triangle. So the measure of angle 2 is 120. Let's try it again. We have the measure of angle 3 is the same as the sum of the two opposite angles in the triangle. So that means the measure of angle 3 equals 155 degrees. Finally, we have angle 4 here. It's the same as the sum of the opposite two angles. So that means the measure of angle 4 equals 113 degrees, because that's 55 plus 58.